Well, hey y'all, it's Brian SLC Farms. Well, welcome back to the sawmill. Today we're back on our big poplar log that we were sawing the slabs off of. So I'm standing right here. Slabs that I was trying to get off. This board up on top, I'll edge that down into 2x4s or something. Buster's gonna get the bark off of it for us, so we won't have to worry about a debarker. That's working for us right now. Calvin's fixing to head out, take a round bale up to the neighbors, feed their horses. But we've got 3 really nice slabs. That last one I took off, I don't know, Hank, hello. I don't know how it got through the mill. I was wedging and squeezing. We have got a big half a log over here. I got it turned. So we're into the following day here, but this is our log here. Got it turned up on its side. We're gonna make the rest of this into 2x4s, 1x4s, stickers, stuff like that. I've still got 7 more of these monsters to mill, so I've got plenty of them. But I just wanted to show y'all, this mill's meant to mill 32-inch wood. Oh my gosh, come on. Tape measure stuck to y'all. Anyways, right there I want y'all to see on the tape measure. Oh, let me get it hooked. We're at 32 inches. There's one spot where you're 32 and a half just about. This is we were wedging and squeezing to get that last one off. It did come off though, and flat. Man, you can't get a business card through there when you lay an 8-foot level on it. But I've got this stood up on its end. We're gonna start working this down, see what we can make out of it. I've never worked a log from the half, so I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do my cant. I'm probably gonna take off this top and then try to roll it 180 degrees and take off that bottom, and then start milling from there, is what I think I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna essentially kind of quarter saw this log at this point now, but let's get to milling. So I'm just gonna show y'all, I did do a little update on the mill this morning. Some parts came in from Norwood. I had ordered their 4-axis roller guide kit, so we got that installed. So instead of ceramic pads that it was running between for the blade, now we have this 4-axis roller where we can adjust our pitch of the blade back and forth, up and down. I think I've got everything adjusted properly. I worked on it for a couple hours this morning getting all that installed. And I tell you, they say it helps it cut truer. I really have not had any problems out of this machine cutting true, so I can't imagine it doing better, but that's what they say it's going to do. So that's what one little update we've done. It was relatively inexpensive. I think the HD38, if you buy that, it comes standard with the 4-axis kit. They really should make it standard on this 36V2, but there looks to be a little bit better. The way that nozzle is, you can adjust it a little better. And the 4-axis guides, it should run a little quieter and smoother. So, all right, let's get this thing fired up. I gotta put an hour meter on this thing. It would be helpful in a couple ways. 1, for maintenance. 2, know how many hours I'm putting on the mill. And then when I'm cutting these custom orders, it'd help me keep track of time a little bit. But just hadn't done it yet. I figure at this point, I probably got 30 to 40 hours on the mill. Maybe, probably 30. Yeah, I'd lean on the side of 30 hours of it. But, all right, I think she's warmed up. We're gonna get her cranked up and get the milling. All right, Let's see here. All right, got our blade tensioned up. Find a reasonable spot to nip this thing off. I think we're just going to take her about all the way up. My thought process is. Alright, we'll go up easier if my tape measure wasn't in the way there. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and zip this baby off at 28. Go from there. Let's get some water going here. Does run pretty smooth. Yep, does seem to be running pretty smooth there. So let's take one off at 2 inches. Here's where I'm on. Check my measurement to make sure that my ruler is on right. That it is. Let's see if we can get some water flowing in this bad boy. Not sure if it's frozen or what. Might be froze this morning. Big knot up here. Knots are usually where it'll make your blade jump. Well, it does seem to be cutting easy. Oh yeah. Need my skid steer over here, and I don't have it. I got lumber that a customer's coming to pick up. So we're just gonna flip that off there. We will edge it down later. I tell you, I'm gonna actually have to go get the skid steer because I've got to roll this log. It is time to turn it. Let's set that off to the side there. All right, so I think we're looking pretty good. Let me get my scraper here. Let's scrape this off and see what we're looking like. It's looking nice and flat to me. We are running the Norwood Stella Cut blades. This is a 10-degree blade. I mean, that rascal's tight. I don't see a wave in it, even through that knot. Looking good. All right, let's go empty the skid steer and get it so we can turn this log, because honestly, you can't turn a log that big by hand. I mean, you could, but I'm not He-Man, and I'm by myself today. So, work smarter, not harder. I got an order here of some 1x4s in yellow pine. Customer's coming to pick up. I was just gonna leave him right here on the skid steer till he came because he said he was on his way. But I'm gonna sit him off to the side for right now. I think I'll just sit him up on the trailer here. All right, I'll be back. All right, got the skid steer emptied off. I got it held up on the log here. I'm gonna sit y'all down here on the end, let y'all watch me flip this log real quick. I'm gonna put these up so I can make sure the log ain't gonna roll off on me. There we go. Move our little log dog assist there. All right, let's see what we can do with it. I may have to sit it down and then roll it, but I kind of want to catch it and roll it backwards. So, skiddy little beans. So I don't tear up my mill. Seems better. The heavy log. gonna try to roll it up. Like so. Like I'm all the way back. There we go. That went better than expected. At least I hope it did. I think that went pretty well. All right. Yep, we're all the way against that stop. All right, we're dogged down. We're just gonna throw this board now over on the old skid steer here. All right, let's lop the top off of this thing. Let's see here. Oh, we finally got some water dripping. We're gonna go right here with it at 24. Looks to be about perfect. Come right down to 22. We'll take one more off here. Get my skid steer lifted up here. All right. So I'm gonna jerk this board off and then we'll get the log rolled. All right. What I'll do with these, I'll stick them back on there and edge them down and make 2x4s out of them. I believe my customer's pulling in. Sure enough. Let me go get my customer loaded. We'll come back and get this log rolled. All right, guys. We got our customer all loaded up. Got his 1x4s that I had for him. We're gonna have to pause this order and get him some more 1x4s milled up after we're done with this. I got some pine over there he wants it on. I think I'm gonna go to the other side there. I'm gonna try to lay this thing over. All right. Might still have to use the skid steer. Come on, baby. Might have to get Calvin to come help. All right. Let's see here. You got to be able to get some leverage on this thing to get it pulled over here. There we go. All right, 1. It's gonna make a bam. 2, 3. There we go. I am going to cheat and use machinery to push it over though. All righty. Yep, we're good against our stops. Thinks a heavy no reel need to lock it down, but we're gonna do it anyhow. Now, let's see here. I better lower that stop down back there. There we go. Boy, that rascal is heavy. Well, we're going to leave that one until I get a little more weight off of it. That's just all there is to it. All right, I think we're all set up. Let's get the top off of this log. All right, guys, we have got the mill all filled up with fuel. Let's get it fired up. We're gonna make this first cut at 15 1/8, see what that takes off, and we'll work it down from there. There's a little bit of water dripping here. One thing I want to replace, I want a little better valve for the water on this here machine. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Let's see. like I got y'all a little dusty. Alright, let's get our slab pushed off here. So I know I left a lot of wane there, but that's okay. We'll edge these boards down. So our next one here, we're going to drop down to 13 and take a 2-inch piece off, just like so. Alright. Get this piece off over here to the skid loader. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Looking good, looking good. All right, our next goal, I think I'm gonna get this down to 12 3/8, which will just be skirting a little piece off of it. And then I'll be able to get 3 4-inch wide pieces off of it. We'll flip those up. And then from there, we'll work those down into 2x4s and 1x4s. All right, y'all. So our next cut, it's got to be pretty precise. 12 3/8. About right there. We're going to make sure here we're at 12 3/8. And all of our stuff looks good for our little wheels here. I think we're 12. We are not at 12 3/8. And drop down a little bit. So about there. Let's see. I need to come down just a little bit more. There. 8, 40. That's it right there. 12. 3/8. That's it. Okay. We're set up, but now I got a customer here. Let me go load a customer. We'll be right back. All right, guys. We got our customer all loaded up. We're going to flitch this off at 12 3/8. We are rocking and rolling. Lubrication goes a long way. It's about a 3/4 inch wide board, a little over, just a hair over. I'll just switch this down into stickers, see what it's a good use for. So I need to adjust my scale here. Okay. I'm going to be going to 8. 4. Our next cut. Right there. May have to move my log to make it fit. I definitely got to get this one board off. All right, I know these are kind of boring. I'll try to speed it up where I need to and slow it down where I need to. But there we go. All right, next cut, guys. This one here is at 8 1/4. We'll have to definitely get that piece off for me to saw my next piece. And it's going to be I believe right at 4. Damn. Be a heavy one here. We'll have to get it out a little bit and then take the skid steer and pick it up. If I moved my whole can over about 3 inches, I could have cut both of these without having to move this one off. All right, I think we got it where we can get it with the skid loader now. So what we're doing, y'all, we're taking off 4-inch chunks. We're gonna take off, divide this in two, then we'll stand these all three up, run through them, make our 1x4s and 2x4s. We'll get the skid steer moved out of the way and we'll go from there. All right, last cut this way, y'all. I turned my water on. Here goes nothing to too much. There we go. All right. What am I hung on? Yeah, I am.
I didn't see it.
What am I hung on?
I think it's like the top block.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just caught right there. Okay. Continue on. Well, at least I didn't cut through the backstop. All right, there we go. Now we got 3 4-inch pieces, and these things are 22, a little over 22 inches wide. So that ought to make plenty of 1x4s and 2x4s, and that's some pretty poplar. Calvin just got back getting all the chores done, and he's got to leave off for a hay delivery in a minute, but while he's got a second, he's going to help me roll this camera a minute. So we're gonna get these logs. He's gonna help me pick up this heavy wood too. We're gonna get these logs moved around and we'll be right back. All right, what we got to do, slide that dog back. I'd bring it all the way up. Yep, there you go. We're gonna slide these back. All right, we're gonna raise these up. Yep. Now we're gonna flip one off and stand it up. We're gonna try anyways.
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
All right.
There we go. There we go. We got one more. Hold on, let me get it. 1, 2, 3. Whew. Ready? Want to just stand it up?
Go.
I need to come to you just a little. Oh. Oh. That'll work.
You go in at the bottom.
Oh, the one thing I want to do, I want to slide them out and move the stops over so I can make more cuts.
Yeah, make it pass right there. You want to do one at a time? Okay. Let's do one at a time. Right there.
Oh. That's good enough. You're only going to come about 4 inches in.
You need to push your hands up tight.
Well, you're only going to come about a handful width in.
Okay,
A full 5 fingers.
Hold on.
I did like this. Yep. There you go. All right, and then all the way up with that. Yep. Then now we'll go back against it. Oh, I dropped my people's mic. Oh, it says red. I reckon that means y'all are recording. All right. Now we just want to make sure that they're square. I hear another customer. Well, that looks, yep, that's it right there. That looks good.
1 minute. Now adjust your dog. Yep. Get him again. Yes, sir.
That's it. All right, we're gonna go load a customer real quick and we'll be back. All right, y'all, we got our lumber all set up. We got our scale set at 8/4. We'll get our water turned on and dripping here. And get the engine fired up. We'll start cutting 2x4s. All right, here we go. First one might have a little bit of wane on it. That's okay. For what he's going to use them for, I think we'll be just fine. Just like that, that's 9 of them. Pull that one off. That one in the way. Y'all.
Could have cut it longer. I could have snatched this off.
So there's our 2x4s. Me and Calvin will get those offloaded and finish sawing this log down. No, that's the next order. All them poplars out there. All right. I think we could probably drop our back stops a little bit. So I don't cut them off. All right, I'm about done. Alright, we ready to make another 12. Went ahead and dropped my log stops. That way I don't have to worry about hitting them. We can fire them off now. Cutting 3 2x4s at a time. So the narrower the log, the easier it is to push. Like when we had this log turned the other way, squaring it up, that's why you had to go a little slower because you only cut so many board feet a second. You can zip them out pretty quick. Take one of these off. There we go. That makes 24 of them there. I'm gonna set her up for 1 inch for the next ones. Y'all seen the offloading? We'll get these offloaded. I'll get it set up for the next cuts and we're gonna make the last of it 1x4s. All right, y'all, we got it all set up. We got us 24 2x4s made. Now we're gonna make some 1x4s. I set my scale to 4/4, got all my stop's lowered down. Let's mill off these last few boards here. Make our last cut at 1 inch here. Have to make sure our scale is right. So we're going to go to 1 inch there. Make sure we're right on the money. Oh, we're a little high. Let's come down 1/8. What in the heck? All right, well, it's always bound to happen. Last cut seems to always happen to me. Somehow my little log stop here was pushed up higher than my 1 inch cut right there. It was actually jacked backwards, and you'll see there, I cut into it with the blade and ruined a good blade. That happens, it's part of learning. I guess I should have checked it better to see that it was flat and locked in. When you're trying to cut an inch board that close, that's just, you're gonna have those things. At least it didn't cut all the way through it. I can put a little weld on that if I need to and clean it up, but it didn't hurt anything. So what I need to do is get a new blade and get that changed, and we'll finish sawing this lumber. Be back in just a bit. Well, it was like magic, kind of like the YouTube magic stuff, but the board's now cut. We ended up with 3, 6, 9, 15 1x4s out of that. One of them's just a little bit thinner, but he'll still be able to use it for something. So we'll get these stacked off. I got to get 1, 2, 3 boards edged out there. I'll make 2x4s. This one I'll turn into little stickers. And then I've got one more little piece over there on top of the slabs I'm gonna get edged out. But that's gonna do it on this video, guys. I hope y'all have enjoyed. If there's something you wanna see or got questions about, be sure to leave it in the comments. We sure do appreciate y'all watching. Leave us a thumbs up. Let us know what you think. We'll see y'all on the next one.